Well, we gotta pull the tank again. We've developed a fuel leak. Passenger side door panel's cleaned up enough for me to start covering it. It's just this gray felt. So all I'm going to do is lay this out and just start hitting it with some spray adhesive. Start kind of in the center and work my way out. Make sure I get it in all the cracks. And hope it turns out as good as the last one did.
We found that in a junkyard a week ago. Pretty sweet. Yeah, that's fine.
Face is mostly glued on. I'm working my way around the corners now. I've still got some stretch in it, so I need to pull it tight as I'm going. There's a couple little ripples from just how the fabric was folded. Those will relax out. There was a crease over here too that I pulled out. Got the hole for the window, speaker, door handle. Looking nice. I'm working my way around gluing the back. I'm doing little sections at a time and, clamping the edge. Well, they're about halfway there. It's turned out fine. When you're doing this stuff, this shit gets everywhere. Wash your hands frequently or you're going to have spots all over it. I got the liner back in. Stuck it up with some butyl to hold it in place. We can get the door panel back on. This top one didn't want to snap in for some reason, but it looks a lot better. That looks much better. Driver's side quarter panel is out. I'm going to go ahead and start stripping it like I did the other ones. It's going to be the same thing. Just peel it off. This side turned out pretty good. I've got it all bolted back in. This side has some creases and stuff that I ended up figuring out how to not do on this one, but I'm happy with it. The seat's going to cover a lot of the wrinkles and stuff on this edge, but I think we're ready to put the rear seat back in.
And it all turned out pretty good. You know, I started feeling like, yeah, I'm Mr. Badass, you know? I know how to paint a car. Then, I painted a car with single stage. Hell, it was a little bit more permanent than this filler. That freaking car looked like it had stripes going every which way all over it, tiger stripes. And it looked horrible. And that...
Rear seat is in for the first time since we started doing the interior stuff. It needs a little bit more cleaning. It's never going to be perfect, but it's back in. The plug on the temperature sensor for the fan was chewed up, so I went ahead and wired that back up, and I wired a switch in line in case it doesn't work. The alternator's not charging. It's a factory Iskra 65 amp. They're probably rebuildable. It's probably the voltage regulator. But I ended up finding a brand new one from Vic Autosport. This is actually for a Fiat 124. They're pretty similar. It is a 65 amp unit. The tab up here versus the Yugo one is clocked differently. So I'm just going to have to make a new bracket to hold the belt. I may have to get a new belt, but this one should work. Back here is the part that really matters, and it fits our Yugo bracket. I can't believe that's a factory bracket, but it is if you have an AC car. I went ahead and put a coat of paint on the bracket. This bolt is captured by the frame. You can only take it out that far. So you have to have this on and then set it in, and then this bolt goes through the top of the air seat compressor. So it's easier just to take this out as a whole unit. The new alternator is in, but the bracket that I was using came out too short. The ear on this one is in a different position than the Yugo one. So I found a new one on Amazon that'll work. So I found this guy on Amazon. It's for like a Hyundai, I think. And I just chopped the end off. That'll work for the new bracket. The new alternator is on. Charging lights off. I went ahead and got new headlights. The old ones have seen better days. I don't think I've ever seen a sealed beam headlight like that become just unsealed. The headlight bucket lost a couple of tabs from the accident, so I'm going to go ahead and just rivet them back in. I bought a cheapy rivet set, came with some free ones. We'll get those back on and we can put the headlights back together. So part of the reason why the front bumpers were so distorted is, aside from the crash that was about here, the bottom was never bolted onto the core support, so it just kind of started getting floppy. I got some bolts with some nylon washers and nuts. We're going to go ahead and get that bolted back on, and hopefully it looks a little better.
It's flaking up pretty good.
I'm finally going to get around to putting the fender liner back in.
Edge on that. That's no bueno. You got to feather that out. Now we're going to feather this without stripping the whole roof. We'll do something like that. And we're going to get a nice fuzzy edge. Like it. So, all this here. And, you know, make ends meet or whatever. Either pick up a job.
Bumper's still a little deformed from when the wreck happened, so it may take it a little while for it to relax back out.
I might have to get this window trim off of here. Well, I sure hope I can find this stuff. Set up all the way before I touch it. And it's getting pretty late, so last thing I'm going to do is get the spoiler, get a coat of mud. Like I said, this Fiberlight stuff is good stuff. 80 grit will make quick work of it.
All right.
There we go. I've left
That's all put back together now.
that nice little.
Okay, front bumper is back on and painted. It is much more sturdy. We still have some weird spots in it, but there's no fixing that with what I've got. That's going to be it for this episode. We got a lot done. There's still a lot more to do. But I don't have any more parts on order, so it might be another week or two before you see anything else on the Yugo. But thanks for watching.